Hey everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving. I hope you're very well today. Thank you for joining me for my shave. I have a lovely razor today, a Parker 87R, kindly loaned to me by Steve Dalton. Thank you Steve, thank you very much indeed. It's a twist to open razor, as you can see, and in there I have a Super Iridium extra stainless blade on its second use. The soap I'm using today is a Murphy and McNeil soap, Claddagh, and you can see the Claddagh on the lid of the soap there, the crown to symbolise loyalty, the heart to symbolise love, and the hands to symbolise friendship. And the brush that I'm using today is one that I'm restoring, or have restored rather. It is a Certifyd brush from the US, size number 2, a Boar bristle brush. And rather than soaking my brush, I rinsed it under the tap for 10 seconds and took it straight to my bowl of soap, loaded up the soap. I'm going to face lather with this today. This is the original knot on the brush, going back goodness knows how many years. It has been really very well sterilised. Using barbicide. I thought I would give it a go rather than just automatically replacing the knot. It is a little bit floppy. It's obviously lost quite a few hairs over the years, but I thought I would try it before putting something different in there. I think I will keep a Boar bristle knot in this brush. It looks rather nice. I put a bit of stain on the handle and then put some polyurethane. You can see I've got a rubber band here just to tidy it up a little bit. I didn't have an O-ring, and until I get one I thought that rubber band would just do the job. So the soap from Murphy and McNeil is their Aeon base, and as I said, it is a Claddagh scent. And it is an homage to Silver Mountain water. Quite a nice scent. It's not entirely for me, but it's a nice mild to medium scent. Quite fresh, and it's got base notes of bergamot and mandarin, mid notes of green tea and blackcurrant, and base notes of musk and sandalwood. There we are. And we're ready to go with the 87R. Now I've had a few shaves with this. It's a very nice razor. It is a razor with a short handle, 3-inch handle, rather than, let me get an above the tie razor just to compare, rather than the 3.5-inch, which I have become more used to and like. So a little bit shorter, this one. It is loosely based, well actually, yeah it is based on a vintage British Gillette Aristocrat from the late 1950s. And it is a very nice, comfortable shave. Very easy to use. It's a nicely weighted razor. And I think these retail for about $30, £30, thereabouts. Now Steve said I would enjoy using this one, and he's been quite right. It has a smaller blade gap, certainly than the other two Parker razors that I've tried. It's very difficult to find information about blade exposure and blade gaps from the Parker website. But this is definitely a smaller blade gap, and the blade is not greatly exposed, if it is at all. It's a nice, comfortable, easy shave. Typically there will be a little bit of blade feel on the first pass, and that will disappear entirely on the second pass for me. It does take a couple of shaves, or it did for me, just to get that angle just right, and once you have that, it's very nice to shave with. I think, and I was thinking about this, I think the razors that have a small blade gap, you are more likely to lose that angle quickly with the slightest alteration. But if you can keep that angle, very nice shave. There we are. It's definitely a copy of the Aristocrat with the barber pole knurling on the handle. It's very nice to hold. It won't slip anywhere. And the Parker heads are apparently all the same heads, so it's only, sorry, let me rephrase that. The Parker twist to open heads are apparently all the same heads. So it's only the weight, size of the handle that makes a little bit of difference with the TTOs. But I've been enjoying this one. Now I was all set to show you that I was running my knot under the tap for a few seconds, and the video stopped recording. So here we are, second try, and we're going okay so far. But I have always soaked my boar bristle brushes, or my boar knots, before use, typically for about 5 minutes. Now the last time I used a boar brush, a gentleman left a comment, and I must admit he foxed me, because he said, I just pick up my boar brushes, run them under the tap and use them. And I just thought, how can he do that? Before I started shaving with a safety razor and using a brush, I must admit, I didn't really know what to do with a brush. So I turned, as a lot of us do, to the internet for advice. And the information seemed to be that everybody soaked their Boar brushes, and well, that's what I've always done for between 5 and 10 minutes. It was only using this one and giving it a try that I thought, I don't need to do that. Now I do have my rubber set 200th size 3, and that has got an omega knot stolen from one of their inexpensive brushes. I took the knot out of the handle and reused it in my rubber set. I don't know whether it's because it's a newer knot and not used as much, and therefore a little bit thicker than this one, a little bit more hair in the knot. Now that does take a little bit longer before the bristles are fully wet, but only 30 seconds to a minute. So if you're like me and you've always soaked your Boar knots, maybe just try running it under the tap until you feel, or dipping it in your sink of water, because this was quite an eye-opener for me. So thank you very much to that gentleman. I'm afraid I can't remember his name, but he really set me thinking about what I was doing and wondering if it was necessary. And with my two brushes, certainly I don't need to soak them. Maybe it's different if you're breaking a brush in. I don't know, just it was interesting. It caught my attention. I started to think about it. And here we are. Now I just want to say, while I'm putting on this last drop of lather, or last bit of soap, that the response to my last Gifts of Friendship video has been incredible. So thank you very much everybody for taking part. You've got until about Wednesday or Thursday before I draw the winner's name to announce it in next Friday's video. Got another unboxing on Monday, something else to show you. And I've been playing around with the razor. I've been mending it, and I've got a nice razor to give away on Monday. So make sure you get tuned in for that. Now we'll go against the grain with this razor. Let me tell you, it is as I said, a 3-inch handle and a 3-ounce weight to the razor. Now, that is 87 grams or 7.62 centimeters for the handle. It is a chrome plated razor on a brass frame, so there is a little bit of weight to this, but at 87 grams or 3 ounces, it's obviously not too heavy. I've got that slight bit of blade feel again as I'm going against the grain. But all in all, it's just a nice easy razor to shave with. There we are. 3 very easy passes today. I'd gone back to my tub of samples, my basket of samples I should say, so I am continuing to work through those. This was my last little bit of this Murphy and McNeil Claddagh soap. Very pleasant. And I'm going to use that today. Do you know, I've had that is a top shave. Really nice, and with the exception of the usual bits there, BBS, very nice indeed. Now I'm going to the cupboard. Going for some, can you see I've got the Hutchinson t-shirt on. Going for some cool water today. To match up with the Silver Mountain Water homage. Cool water aftershave rather than eau de cologne. I love this. Flashback to the 90s. Fabulous. There we are. That is rather a wonderful show today. Thank you very much for joining me. As I said, tune in on Monday. Be some good stuff on show and another giveaway. So until I see you then, take good care of yourselves. Have a nice weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.